Let's welcome back to Double X 1090, Jim Sterk. Hey, Jim, Dave, and Jeff, I can't believe you have been here, Jim, 2 years. It feels like we met you 2 weeks ago. Congratulations about this battle on the Midway. Can you let the fans know how this deal came together?
Sure. One, I don't know about big-time guests, but I appreciate being on. And it has been a quick 2 years, just over 2 years. So a lot of good things have gone on, and it's been fun to be a part of them. But this one, working with Al Kidd, the sports commission, president, he's probably been working on it for 5 years, talking about a game. And then last year, another promoter put one on the Vincent, but. The Midway, Al, and he teamed up with Michael McLeese of Syndicus Entertainment, who had reserved the Midway for their part of a Veterans Weekend, the Strikeout for Troops concert, and so we started talking probably 3 or 4 months ago about this and the possibility, and it just started to come together, and obviously with the way our team finished and the outlook for next year. Really set the stage for us to be a part of it, and then to try to attract a big time opponent, which they did with Syracuse.
Jim, very exciting. So many Aztecs alums right here in San Diego, and of course they love the fact that Aztec sports is finally turning around in football and especially in basketball. But you mentioned you have Syracuse, you have UCLA on the schedule. Is that something you guys are trying to do as far as getting some big-time name programs? And eventually people say, hey, we're playing a big-time program in San Diego State.
Yeah, I think what Coach Fisher has done over his tenure here, and especially the last 7 seasons, he's had 20 wins in each of those seasons, 4 straight 25-win seasons, and the success of the program, it gives us an opportunity to really showcase it nationally. And when I came, then President Weber said, Jim, I really would hope that the athletics program catches up with the rest of the university, and really over the last 2 years we've been able to do that and attract attention and really showcase what's going on academically as well as athletically. So it's really a great time to do that. And with Coach Fisher, you can't argue with success, and we talk about scheduling, and for the most part basketball coaches do the scheduling, but games like this and in talking to the Wooden Classic, those kind of games, I get involved with and work with Coach Fisher, and it's looking very, very good for the future for us to be able to do that.
And Jim, Mark Ziegler wrote today in the UT about you guys playing UCLA December the 1st at the Wooden Classic in Anaheim. I know Coach Fisher avoided confirming it yesterday when he was on with Darren. Are you able to confirm that for us today?
I can just tell you we're talking to the Wooden Classic, and we should hopefully have an announcement in the near future about that.
Jim, overall, looking at San Diego State, we're looking at Tony Gwynn. He's back. He's showing his face, and we get a chance to see happy to see the Hall of Famer back on the baseball field. How's Tony doing? And as far as the baseball program, how are things looking?
He comes back, and then we won a 3-game series this weekend, and they're about 500. They're a younger team, but it's good to have him back, and I think he's very excited to be back in the dugout and being a part and working with the kids. But he's just a great guy. He's a great person, great ambassador for the institution, but also for the city and the Padres, and so it's great to be to work with him in our program, and all our programs are really doing well. Our water polo is ranked in the top 10, and golf won 4 up until this weekend, won 4 straight tournaments, and so good things going on, and it's fun to be a part of it.
Talking to Jim Sterk, San Diego State Athletic Director, joins us. We're Dave and Jeff, Double X 1090. Jim, it's been a while since I've had a chance to visit with you since the conference changes have happened. And the one question that Dave and I get over and over again is in regards to TV and being able to see the product. It was a problem for the basketball team down the stretch because you weren't sure if they were on CBS Sports or if they were on the Mountain. Then they ended up on, I think, NBC Sports for one of the games in Vegas. How big a factor was that in your decision, part one? And part two is, how much easier is it going to be for the Aztec fans to follow their teams moving forward?
Well, I think, answer your last question first, I think it will be easier, and it was a big part of us moving to different conferences. And really, if you look at it, the television revenues are even bigger than in football than the BCS revenues, and you'll see contracts where I think the Pac-10 is revenue sharing over an average of $20 million a year, and our contract with the Mountain West was $1.5 million a year, and so we were going to be seriously depositioned if we didn't act, and with Boise and us going into Western Division of the Big East, and it's not all done yet. There'll be probably a Western Division member, and we'll see who that is, and it may impact what we're doing in the Big West side as well. So the television that we'll be a part of, I know ESPN with the Big East, they'll be negotiating their contract, and that'll be probably announced later this fall, the results of that. And then their secondary has been Fox, and with the Big West, they work with ESPN and Fox, and we've been talking locally. We'll have our third tier rights with basketball and all the rest of our programs. So we've been talking with the new San Diego Fox GM Henry Ford, and Time Warner's been interested. Cox 4 has been a great partner of ours in putting on events that we have, and so I think there'll be more consistency and easier access to our games.
Hey, before we let you go, and we'll talk a lot more between now and opening day, but when you look at these games coming up, talking about San Diego State playing Syracuse, the idea of San Diego State playing UCLA, the 6 new guys coming in, man, how exciting is it going to be, Jim? I mean, it's a tough ticket now. It's going to get to that point of being impossible, isn't it?
It really, the way it's looking, we had a huge increase last year in season tickets, and now we've taken orders of over 1,600 more that will virtually sell out all the chair seating in our arena, and there might be maybe some games during the break where there might be some tickets, but that might be sold out ahead of the season, so there won't be any individual game sales even. So Fisher has a great group. You know, coming back, we returned our top 2 scorers. This year was more of a surprise, but he's got 4 starters back, 3 transfers that had significant playing time as freshmen, J.J. O'Brien and Dwayne Poley and James Johnson, and then, some recruits and Shrigley and Spencer and possibly another one. So there's it's loaded, and so we're very excited about it. And also part of that, the Midway weekend, we play football that weekend against Air Force, so it fits in very, very well on that Saturday. So Friday on the Midway, and then Saturday at Qualcomm against the Air Force. So it'll be a great Veterans Day weekend.
Well, not only did Dave and I go to San Diego State, but our wives went there too. So big Aztec fans, you know that, Jim. Hey, always nice to visit with you. Right. Congratulations on a great year. A lot of good things coming up, and we'll talk about them all right here on San Diego Sports Leader XX 1090.
All right, thanks, guys.